It's food for thought, man. What it do, y'all? It's your brother, man. The brother man from the motherland, keeping no commands and terrorizing religion like a Taliban. For those that don't know who I am him that echoes for the AKs worldwide and the ACs that's going through that genocide. You heard? Round of applause for that. Yeah. Want to give thanks and honor to the creators, thanks and honor to the ancestors, thanks and honor to the Alkebulan deities that hover over us, waiting for us to call on them so they can guide us back home. And last but not least, to all my AKs worldwide. You know I come outside and we always gonna talk about this rise and also the genocide. Another round of applause for that. Another round of applause. Yeah, man. It's been a crazy week. Beautiful Sunday. I had an opportunity to hatch it up with the Wiz. You know what I'm saying? We was not seeing eye to eye. You know, it's always wonderful when you get to chop it up with your ace boom boom. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that. Shout out to that. You know what I'm saying? And these are the things that needs to be done in order for us to bridge that gap. You know what I'm saying? Is go through things, and even though we gonna stand on our squares, because yes, especially me and her, like we both been traumatized, and I mean traumatized by the teachings of what you call America, the Western education. You know what I'm saying? Like everything, the culture, all that. You know what I'm saying? Jack both of us up, excuse me. You know what I'm saying? So we really be on some I'm not budging, you not budging, but then eventually it's like, yo, bro, it's trash. You feel me? And it is what it is. But shout out to the Wiz for that, man. And keep the love, the black love alive. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep it alive, even though we got those that's, publicize, the criticize, and all the other demonize that comes with this black love. Remy Ma and Papoose, I better get this shit together. Fix that, please. Fix that. Carissa Shield, you start a whole life somewhere else, man. You young, you vibrant. Don't go down the rabbit hole with this guy. And Remy Ma, come on, man. A battle rapper, stop. Like, for real. I don't care if he got a 900 credit score. He's not in your class. He's not in your league, bro. Battle rapper's dream is to make a hit record and go on tour, and no, you've done that. Don't digress. We make progress, especially when you are the representation or the supposed representation of us, black love. And then, you hear a lot of, back and forths and people's opinions. I heard somebody say, just because somebody held you down while you was in jail, et cetera, doesn't mean that person owes you anything. I said, what? Like, these are the people that have access to phones. Like, who are these weirdos? Like, what? What are you talking about? Like, do you know being in jail, especially as a black person? Because, people is weirdos. So let me just give you a reminder, okay? even though you think that you're free here, because you get up and go to work and drive and go places and eat and chill and watch TV, lay your ass, sleep with, etc., doesn't mean that you're free. Your freedom is only allowing you to gather around these premises. Okay? Okay? So when you are in jail, bro, you literally go right back to the beginning of slavery. You gotta wake up, you gotta clean, you gotta do this. The difference now is it's filled with religions and people beliefs and ideologies and gangs and all of this. Like these niggas created a division so powerful that foolish people like you wouldn't even see the real reality of what's really going on. Yes, they owe each other. It's not about prison. Like it's the fact that he was there, she was there, they together. They got a family, they got children. Yes, she owes him everything, and he owes her everything too. We don't pick and choose what's going on here. What's going on is this is a black man and a black woman, bringing their business to weirdos like you when they're supposed to be addressed at home and they're supposed to be together, strong as a unit, powerful, bro. Remy Ma, if you know you got issues like that, you gotta correct that, baby girl. You feel me? You gotta correct that. Papoose, if your shorty got an issue, you gotta be on her side to correct that. Not come on these social medias and over here throwing other people's dirty laundry. Like, I don't need to know what you do in your bedroom, bro. That's weird. Like, where in this generation did this become normal? No man that need to care what you do in your bedroom. That's nasty. I don't care for that, bro. Like, yo, keep that there. Especially when y'all display that type of image. Come on, man. Yo, man. And today's show is not even about that. But before we even proceed, man, get yourself the No Donald Trump shirts, man. Link is gonna be in the bio. Get yourself a No Donald Trump. We got the No Kamala. You know what I'm saying? We got everything you guys need. You know what I'm saying? We got the spare knots. You know what I mean? I had to do a little configuration, but the configuration is leading to a different situation and step us away from those that's continuously hating. You heard? Round of applause for that. You feel me? But the Remy Ma and the Papoose stuff really got me annoyed. I want to calm down. I want this to be a cool, calm, collective broadcast. We're gonna have a cool podcast, should I say? And we just gonna talk that talk, right? And the conversation is simple. Instead of F making America great again, let's make black men. Let's bring black men into homes again. F making America great again. F it. No. No. Let's start bringing black men in the homes again. Ladies, my NYCHAs, my Section 8s, my high class, my middle class, ladies, can we have a conversation? Can we allow these men back in the house? Can we put the pride aside? Can we put the frustration aside? Can we put the bitterness, the pettiness? Can we put the sourness? Let's put all the ness aside. Because what we're producing now is walking, talking genocide, walking, talking suicide. Our children are not trying to live anymore. Would you like to see a video on World Star, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook? Where would you like to see another tragedy? Where would you like to see another young black man being gunned down? Whether it's by his own, in his zone, or a European with the chromes? Where would you like me to go? I think it's time for us to have this conversation. I think it's time for us to have a serious conversation because we need to just go by the facts. And here on the ROD pod, if it ain't the facts, we don't want none of that. Bring that shit back. You hear me? Statistics show that the mass majority of young black women, young black males incarcerated come from single parent households. Prove me wrong. Statistics show that the majority of dropouts of young black youth, it's even the girls now, is coming from single parent households, mainly the mothers. Fathers raising a child, those children graduation rate is about 68 to 70 something percent, while under the mother it's barely touching 65. Yeah. Statistics show that children that's raised under one parent household, mainly a mother, high possibility that young man turns out to become a bate boy, comes out to become a predator and terrorize a community. I think it's time for us, ladies. Come here, baby girl. Let me holler at you. I think it's time for us to have this conversation. I think it's time for us to look each other in the face and say, you know what? Yo, something ain't right. We need to get this shit together. My best friend just had to bury her son. My best friend just had to bury her daughter. I got a funeral I got to attend to in 2 weeks. My son's best friend's cousin, etc., etc. I think it's time for us to have this conversation. These young boys is running these streets like a chicken with their head chopped off. They thinking crashing out is the way to go. These children are looking forward to go to jail. You know why these children are looking forward to go to jail? Because they know in jail they're going to learn how to be a man. Because at home he couldn't learn that. He's in a household with a mother, 3 sisters, a grandma. You know how the game go. And a little brother who 9 out of 10 times is going to turn out to be a bate boy because all he's around is women. And you can't be in that atmosphere, so all you're going to do is be in the streets. You see, children, the reason why a lot of us go outside is because we want that male presence, especially when you come from a single parent household. You see, when my father was alive, I never desired to go outside because I got everything. My pops would have slapped the fire out of me if I violated, and my moms would comfort me if after I violated. So I had a balance. I was able to stand. But when my pops left the scene, may the ancestors guide him, and I know he's within me. I know he's around me because I know his presence. And Pops, whenever you're ready to pull up and have this convo, you already know I'm outside with it. You heard? But when my Pops disappeared and moved on to the other side of the town and went to be with the ancestors, I had no choice but to go outside because now I got to learn how to be a man. And the only way you're going to learn to be a man is outside. You see, the streets will never change. It could get weird, but the rules and regulations of the streets will never change. You break one of the street codes, there's a high possibility you're going to be exterminated. Just how the game goes. So I understand why, today's children want to be outside. Like, yo, because who wants to be in a household all day? But ladies, ladies, it's about that time for us to have that conversation, for us to allow the men back into the homes. Making America great again. Make sure you get yourself this merchandise right here. You see it? All right. Link is in the bio. Hit me, send a DM on ROD Pod with the number 1, and you're gonna see this face. Then you're gonna see that it says I am him. You heard? Get yourself something, man. We outside with it. We outside. But trying to make America great. Let's allow the black man in the house again. It is time. It is time. Ladies, it is time. The world is elevating. The world is evolving into bigger and better things. And we digressing into trans and transformers. Men wanna touch another man them. Woman wanna be man them. Man wanna be woman. This is the black race right now. What is going on? Our children have no balance and they're falling flat on their face. Our children don't have no more balance and they're falling flat on their face. And what they're falling on is the case. Children is falling into pedophilia, homosexuality, drug dealing, gun bucking, gang banging, weirdo activities, sissies, zesties, musties, crusties, busties. All of that. Yeah. All of that is coming from these single households. All of that is what these children is falling on. All of that is all these children is determined to say, this is all we know. This is all it is. And look what our mothers is doing. Look, ladies. Look, check this out. You can't teach him how to be a man, right? So what you do is you're spoiling him. So the chances of him desiring to do manly shit is very minimal. And when a man-like crisis take place, he doesn't know how to respond like a man. Because he can't be a bitch and call 911 because that's what you would do. So instead of running to the police with the gun, he wants to be the police and have the gun and shoot. Because he's afraid to get punched in the face like our women do. I'm too beautiful to be having these scars on me. Nigga, yeah, you're teaching that same frequency to your child. You're passing it on. Conversations we need to have, people. Ladies, my sisters, my Europeans, even you. I know some of you Europeans is so heartbroken to find out that your son want to be a transvestite, want to be a transformer. I know it pisses you off. I know. But you got to eat it because this is the time. You got to accept it because this is the time. I know you pissed off. I know you pissed off. But hey, it's about that time to allow the men, especially the black men, especially the Puerto Ricans, the brown men. It's time for y'all to allow them back into the house. Knock, knock. Can you let me in? It's not about me and you. Like ladies, think about this. What can that man honestly have done? that can override the pleasure, the fun, the enjoyment. What can that man has done? You telling me you would ruin a child's life because a man went outside to go dig something down? You see, women, look, ladies, look. This Euro Christian ideology we have to let go. This competition mentality, ladies, we have to let that go. There's no reason for ladies to feel like she is competing with anybody. When you know you that chick, when you know you stand on what you stand on, can't no chick come in and intervene that. You see, and that comes also because a lot of sisters is coming from single parent households. A lot of our black sisters lack confidence because they are in a level of competing. I'm still trying to break my whiz out of that mentality. Like, who are you trying to compete for? I accept you at your worst. I seen you at your worst. For God's sake, I watched you give birth to my son and make a number two. And I stood there like a warrior. I didn't run and say, oh my gosh, did she just do that? Nah, stand 10 toes down. What are we competing for? It's this ideology, this mentality that, oh, he cheated, so I'm leaving. And I'm taking my baby with me. And I'm gonna teach him. Listen, this is what the sisters is doing. I'm gonna teach him not to ever be like his dad. Be more like me. Loving, be more emotional. Cry. It's okay. And then before you know it, that young boy's trying on mascara. Putting on some lipstick. Monday wanna try on a high heel. Homie wanna put on some tight jeans. This is why the tight jeans era lasted this long. I was shocked. I was like, damn, we ain't trying to go back to the baggy jeans. Like even, bro, my Wiz bought me some boxes. I said, yo, baby girl, this joint is sitting on my beat. She looked at it. She said, yeah, don't wear that no more. She know what time. Like, yo, I got like, come on. We not trying to let the Willie Bomb Bomb breathe. You know, the Johnny John John. Nah, y'all bugging. I didn't think it was gonna last this long, but I understand it. It's because we're broken. There's no order. There's absolutely no order, no justice, no morality, no principles, no dignity, nothing in the black community. And all of it is coming because the number one problem nobody wants to address, which is the black king to the black woman. The very Bible that you niggas put your life and soul and dependence on says it. He created Adam and said, yo, this nigga cannot be alone. He needs a helpmate. He needs a counterpart. That's why everything in life is a counterpart. If you want to create life, it needs a male and a female to create, to produce. What mother or father would like to hear that their bloodline could come to an end because their child decided to be in the same situation? What parent, what mother, what father, what uncle, who wants to hear that? But because you guys are subject to this system and you wanna follow suit, you don't wanna offend nobody, you wanna remain politically correct. Look what politics done got you, pimping. Look what politics done got you. It got you into the point of desperation where you rather have people be shipped from left to right just so you can have a level of security to feel like you are superior. Look at what's going on. It's about that time we have this conversation. Nothing that we have tried in the last 60 When did Malcolm X die? 68? So let's say from 1970 till now, we have tried everything and everything has failed us. It has not worked. I think it's time for us to try something different. I think it's time. I think it's time for mothers to allow the man back into the house. And the man that's coming back, stand on these three things. Respect your last name. Stand on what you're doing. And be a man about it. Respect your last name. You see, when you going out to do what you're doing, respect your last name. If you want to go out and go lay with somebody, respect your queen enough that you make sure that you ain't indulging in an infected. Because your queen is in the home making sure that your castle is together. Respect the last name. And then stand on what you're standing on. Are you going to be a dirtbag? Let the whole world know that you a dirtbag. Stand on that. You a real nigga? Stand on that. And we're not even going to say a real nigga. If you're a real man, stand on that. Stand on it. And be a man about it. Last but not least, tell the truth. Stand. Hey. Just keep it 100. Just keep it 100. You see, every girl that I talk to, and I'm not talking on no relationship. I'm just talking in general. Every girl that I talk to, I respect the ones that say, yo, all you have to do is be honest, bro. Because to them, like if you could lie about something like that, then when it's really real, damn, you would look me in my face with that straight face and lie to me. That's what the women don't like. And that's what we as men have to correct. Come into the home to bring peace. Come into the home and to not just bringing who you are, but standing on who you are. And making the adjustments to please the woman that's allowing you back into the home. Because it's no longer about you. It's no longer about her. It's about that young man that has to grow up and take that baton of demanding freedom. Connecting back to the ancestors. Learning their vocabulary and history. We're not talking about Christopher Columbus and all that BS. We're talking about vocabulary and history. Mansa Musa. We're talking about knowledge like that. We're not talking about just Egypt. And the reason why I don't want to even go to Egypt, because it has to tie with their Biblos, and I don't want no connection with that. I need to know about the kingdom of Benin, the wall of Zimbabwe, what really went on, what really was they practicing, what God was they calling on. These are the things that I want to know. As an El Kebulan kidnap, I think that that's more important to me long term for our family, for our future. This is what we need to provide for these children. This is why they need mommy and daddy. He is not going to be able to learn that if he don't have a balance, because the system is so rigged that it's designed for you to fall on your face. That's why you got ACS. That's why you got child support. That's why you got divorce. It's all a business. Always got to keep the straw man in the middle to continue destroying what God has put together. What your ancestors has put together. I tell my ways all the time, yo, you don't ever think that the ancestors put you in front of me? The very first day I met my wiz, she opened up and told me things that she hadn't even told her mother. She told me that like this. When you remove yourself from the ideologies and the philosophies and the lies of the Socrates of religion, and you start putting common sense, you start believing what your ancestors did, you start believing into the stories that your grandmother used to tell your mother, and before that, oh word, we used to do that, it was that. When you start tapping into that, when you start making that a priority, when you make that a majority, not a sorority or isolation process that you go through when you feel like it. No, when you make that a priority, you start to learn things. Things start to make sense. And when you remove yourself, you start to look and say, wait, hold on. Okay. Yeah. Oh, now I see why you're here. Oh, so you know my strength. You know where my strength lies. But you got to make it my biggest threat. Ooh.
Are you dumb?
You know where my strength lies. But you got to make it my biggest threat. She was good enough to take me, whether you call it a mistake or not. She was good enough for you to put what you own, which is your in-betweens. You was able to put that in her. And she allowed that. And you performed a miracle. And out came a phenomenon. Out came a El Kebulan kidnap. Out came a El Kebulan kidnap. The continuation of the fight. The Street Fighter. The Mortal Kombat. The Warrior. The nigga. The man that gotta carry that baton, carry that weight. But we're not training our children to carry that effortlessly. We're training them to carry it in and complain. Because that's what a woman would do when she becomes overwhelmed. Oh. And that's what we have passed on to our children. Especially these boys. What are we talking about? Is it time for us to allow the man in the house, ladies? Man, are you ready to be a dad again? Take it with honor? Understand the purpose? The reason? The agenda? No man want to hear his son a man. I don't care what you're saying. No man them want to hear that. Wait, Johnny, you like Johnny? Johnny, you like a Hancock bomber clot. This is what we want? Of course not. You guys are just too afraid to say it. I'm man enough to say it. It's disgusting. It is nasty. It is pathetic. It is absurd. It needs to fucking stop. Are we raising men or are we raising queers? There's a lot of corrections that we have to do, but the first thing in line, the first conversation is allowing the man back in the house. Bridging that gap between the man and the woman. Put aside the pride, the frustration. Stop trying to compete. What are you competing for, ladies? You're beautiful. You know your worth. You know what you are. You know why you feel like that? Because you don't feel like a queen. Because the system made you feel like just an in-between. That any nigga could have you. As long as he come and the price is right, his actions is right, any nigga can have you. No. No. You're not supposed to be tossed around. You're not supposed to feel other penises. No. No. You are a castle. Only a king enters that. Think about this, lady. If a man came to you and said, "I'm a prostitute, I'm a gigolo, and I slept with 5,000 women, and I never use a rubber," would you open your legs for that? Heck no, right? That's disgusting, right? That's how it feels. And every time you take a chance on a man, and you go from that man and that man and that man and that man. By the time you settle down, you done touch a man that done felt 5, 8, 900,000 different vagina holes. Different, I should just say holes because these man them is weird. We gotta put shit back in its proper perspective. And I'm not saying those that made mistakes can't change. We all made mistakes. I made mistakes. But the agenda is seeing the mistakes and saying, you know what? I have to correct this. I cannot allow my son to continue this pattern. I can't allow my daughter to continue this pattern. I can't tell my daughter, well, it's okay. I'm going to always be by your side. No. Who this nigga? Tyrone? He lives in the projects. That's a reject. We do not accept. No disrespect. But you are castle. And if a man is from that situation, he got to get out of that situation first. He got to get out of it with a badge of honor. He got to say, this system can never hold me down. I'm not trying to be a rapper. I'm not trying to be a drug dealer. I'm not trying to play ball. I'm trying to win. I'm trying to own. I'm trying to gain back my motherfucking freedom. Round of applause for that. This is what we talking about here. Miss us with all that extra shit, man. And it's time. It's really time. And yes, I'm going to get on the niggas and all that. But right now, it's a conversation for my sisters because, ladies, these wicked people put the balls in your hands. They have stripped the black man naked. You got all the control right now. You have to let the man back in. Please. F the Section 8. F the food stamps. F the vouchers. If the voucher comes with me having to say no to my man, I don't want it. If the Section 8 comes with me saying goodbye to my man, I don't want it. Because you will never step in to be that man. We don't even talk the same, speak the same, live the same. You part of the crowd that put shackles around my ancestors' neck. How dare I put my man down to ride with you? Are you effing crazy? Are you crazy? Y'all niggas is crazy. If you think for 1 second that we gotta put our man aside to allow you to be the man. Why? Because you giving me a piece of paper that got your motherfucking face on it? That's backed by nothing but motherfucking confidence? Yeah, I'm pissed off now. Junior's mad. Because our sisters can't even see that. Because our niggas can't even see that. Can't even see that it's these niggas orchestrating the division. They're orchestrating it. They're playing both sides of the party, Dumbo. And then our sisters now we're flooded with all these podcasters, all these niggas talking pure rubbish. Now women got so much choices. Men got so much choices. And none of these niggas is talking about the number one problem. It's always the woman fault. The woman is always the nigga fault. Always because of this. Always because of that. Yeah, single parent households. Yes, that is the problem. But the major issue is the fact that men and women is not coming together. You got people talking about, well, they can co-parent. Co-parent is just as bad as single parents, my nigga. We need to be as one, as a unit, as a force field. If there's a crack in the armor, anybody could enter any given moment, Monday through Sunday. When are we going to see that? Guess what, people? These niggas have entered. Remember the movie Sinners? You got to invite them in. Oh, no man, invite them in. Oh, bomber clot. We invited these niggas in. And now they're in. And now, not only are they in, they done bit all you niggas. All you niggas is bitten. I'm still recovering. All you niggas is bitten. And now listen, they see how joyful you love going to their restaurants. You love the seasonless chicken. Now guess what? Now they in your barbecue telling you how to cook the barbecue chicken. Bomba clot. But I'm bugging though. But I'm bugging. Ladies, can I please come in? Honey, can I please come in? She's sleeping. Can I please come in? Can your baby daddy come in? Can your baby daddies come in? You see how nasty that sounds? Can your baby daddies come in? And allow these niggas to raise their son. Allow these niggas to be in their child's lives because these children need it. It's a cold world out there. And the children are tired of the mothers putting the coat on. It's time for the fathers to teach their children to survive in the motherfucking winter. You like that, babes, I know. It's time for us to allow these children to survive because they're crashing out. They're panicking. They're failing. Our children is killing each other over words. Oh, our children is killing each other over words. Our children is killing each other because he got slapped and he wasn't man enough to fight back. So he decided to go around the back, to go get the strap, to come back in the front, to say, I'm going to go get my lick back. And none of you ladies are wise enough or making enough to put life insurance on your child. So when your child dies, now you're begging the community to help pay. Now all of a sudden, now you're looking for the father. Tyrone, Tyshawn, he's gone. How much can you pay for the funeral? When are we going to say, that's not the life I want to live? When are we going to say, I didn't carry my child in my stomach for 9 months to be taken away from me by a system that we know is designed to take our children away? These niggas taking our children away in every aspect. Hospitals, schools, streets. We allow these people to control our streets. We allow these people to tell us how we function in our streets. Remember once upon a time, babes, remember once upon a time, there used to be something called Black Wall Street, where we walked and we did our own thing. They used to be so mad. We didn't want nothing to do with them. We didn't want them in our community. We controlled our own. We governed our own. Guess what, people? We was doing just fine. And they got mad. And they sabotaged. And that's what all they continue to do, sabotage. And you niggas still can't see that they sabotaging us till this day. They just mastered because they know we're so broken. They know that we stand on nothing. They know that we are imbalanced. It's easy for them to grab a sexy red. It's easy for them to grab a Meg the Stallion. It's easy for them to grab these individuals and give them a potion, give them a demonic drink that when you drink it, this toxic, this poison, when you drink it, not only does it destroy the mind, it destroys the soul. Guess what else it do that they didn't tell you? It destroys the generation and the motherfucking nation. And we are a ticking time bomb. And it's tick tock, tick tock. I find it ironic that the number one site where you black people are making the most money is on TikTok. TikTok. Still don't see it. I know. But hey, that's all I got for you guys. For those that don't know who I am, hey, I am him. And like I said before, F making America great again. Let's bring the black man back in the house again. Let's bring the black man back in the house again, ladies. Please. What do we have to do? What do we have to do? We gave you the shopping sprees. That's not enough. We gave you the homes. That's not enough. We gave you the inheritance. We put the money in your bank account. I seen a post, and shout out to the sister that put this up. The lady said this. You never seen a woman elevate a broke man, but you always see a man elevating a broke bitch. And when I heard that, I said, damn, ain't that some sugar honey iced tea? But it's an iced tea that our people don't want to drink. Because when you drink, you know what rhymes with drink? Think. And when you have to think, you might have to put down the mink. You might have to slap your son if you see him in pink. You might have to wash your face at the kitchen sink because you got to look yourself in the mirror and say, damn, I'm so goddamn dirty. Let that marinate. It's your brother, man. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Get yourself to your merchandise. You know what I'm saying? The link will be in the bio. Get your no Donald Trump. Get yourself your no Kamala. I see you people going crazy with the no Donald Trump. Hey, look, put the shirt on. Hey, put the shirt on. Don't just talk it. Walk it. We from Brooklyn. And with that being said, it's your brother, man. You understand? And I'ma holla. One.